Hi friends, welcome back to Devil's Advocate, the critical thinking channel. I hope you all had a great Christmas and are ready for the new year. First of all, I want to thank everybody who likes and subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I love all your contributions into my videos and the things you have to say. That's very exciting, so thank you very much. So today we're going to talk a little bit about this Lolcow channel. I came across something called Lolcow Pit, and on this they were talking about Amber coming into the LCU. If you don't know what that is, that's Lolcow universe of all these really delightful people come together and just argue and talk about random stuff. And Amber is now a part of that. She's going to be a host on that from the 1st of January. There's already a lot of controversy around it. There's definitely controversy around the Lolcow community in general. But I had this on in the background, and there was a guy called Yo Mama who is actually a reaction channel for Girl World, and I think the girl in it was called Sweet Pea, and they discussed the reaction channels, and I found it really interesting, so I thought we could go through that. So yeah, let's get into that.
We're just talking about Amberlynn Reed and her past and da-da-da, just shit talking her. These people are very crazy, lunatic people, but they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You got to understand, Sweetie. Would you sell your soul to the devil to make thousands and buy yourself a house and a Tesla? Would you do it?
I mean, probably, yeah. Honestly.
Hey, that's where they came from, you know? And that's why they look at her with a microscope, like every little thing that she does. I mean, everything that we do in our everyday life, you know what I'm saying? And they judge that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we all make mistakes. We're human. We mess up. We, you know, da-da-da. But these people, they look at her with a microscope. Anything, little thing that she does, they take a 1 and they make it a fucking 10. But I'm going to show you how crazy these people are, Sweetie. I'm going to show you why these people are lunatics. And I love that I brought Amberlynn into this space, because now these people will be playing on my home field. And at first I was on their field, Sweetie, but now they got to come over to Daddy. And I'm going to introduce you to all the hate channels. I'm going to introduce you to the crazies. I'm going to introduce you to the lunatics. Okay?
I'm excited.
I'm going to introduce you to the loonies. All right? Now the first one we got.
So what I find fascinating about this is that these are meant to be like the dregs of the internet, and they seem to actually be quite switched on as to what Girl World is, and as we discussed on this channel, what reaction channels are. So yeah, let's continue, because I did find this whole bit just very, very interesting.
Amberlynn Reed on with Roxy. I'm going to start with that one.
Yeah.
Let's start with that one, because I'm going to break this thing down. I'm going to break this thing down because I want to see the crazies, and I want to see the lunatics and the people that are being masterly manipulated. Watching Amberlynn Reed and Roxy fight, and I did not think in a million years I would see Amberlynn stand up for herself and fight like she did. But oh my God, it was epic.
Beautiful.
It was amazing.
It was beautiful.
It was amazing.
That proves to all the doubters that Amberlynn doesn't have what it takes or whatever to be on here, that she does.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It really does. It proves it.
Man. So here it is. Watch this.
It was my worst year for sure. That's when like the reaction channels started happening, and that's kind of when Girl World became a thing. But yeah, I've been in the center of all of it for sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure Scooter gives her intern plus. I can't stand that
Here
she
we
has
go.
to stay in waiting. I don't have once better. What's up? Merry Christmas.
I feel so much better. I just got home from work. I was laying in bed listening, but
nobody cares.
I just want to ask Amber, listen, I don't have a problem with, like, okay, you belong in the LCU. Like, you're a total piece of shit, just like the LCU. I was a piece of shit in the LCU. You will fit in good here. You will make so much hate money. My question to you is, me watching you since you were with Crystal, and you sat there and said, oh my God, people use me to make money. I've never made a video about you in my life, but I know everything about you. My question to you.
What?
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I
don't understand what you're trying to say.
You is crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Man.
Dude, can you imagine how happy this bitch was when she found out that that fucking Amber was all alone at Rebels and she could go tear a new asshole and get fucking some attention for her channel over this? Like, my God, she was probably
she got wet.
she got wet as.
Yeah, she started making videos now after this whole controversy. But we'll play that in a little bit. Go ahead.
Okay.
You is me knowing you, how you start and stop and fail every little thing you've ever done in your life. What makes you think that you're going to succeed more than 30 days working every single day under Keemstar, being screamed at, yelled at, told you're a piece of shit, you're a retard, you're a moron if you don't do something right? What do you think you're going to do?
What I found wild about this whole like Roxy situation was that Amber hasn't even started with Lolcow Live yet, and she's already on her case. And yeah, this definitely gave the reaction channels what they wanted to see. Um, my concern for Amber in this situation is like seeing all the screenshots from the Discord and that and all the information she's giving away. She's giving everybody ammo before she's even got on there. So I think she needs to be less forthcoming with everything, because she's just going to end up back in the same situation she was before. And if she really wants this to be a fresh start, then it needs to start fresh. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
That is.
I don't know because I have never been in this situation before. And
Great answer.
I honestly don't know. If Keem comes at me and calls me names and stuff, it would shock me because I don't know. I don't have an answer for you, Roxy, but I'm here. I'm trying it. He has begged me, and I have been called worse things than the R word and everything you just named. I have been told to kill myself and that I should have been aborted. So I think I'm going to be fine with it.
Well, which is why I think you'll fit right in here because you right. A lot of people are told that in the LCU, but I just want to know that you are going to be okay with because you're going to get questions. People are going to ask you about your past and about how you abused your girlfriends and how you admitted to it and all the stuff, your undiagnosed BPD, stuff like that. That's what I want to know.
Roxy,
How are you going to handle that?
Roxy, when you say that I've abused girlfriends and that I've admitted to it, can you explain yourself?
Well, you admitted to how you would put Becky on a timer when she was gone too long, how you would freak out on her if she didn't get you food, how you pushed what's her name? The last girl.
Now I'm gonna stop right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop right here.
There's a lot to digest.
And I love that the hate channels out there because I'm pointing right at y'all because I know now that y'all pumping up Roxy after this whole little thing and y'all throwing her up in the sky and saying that Roxy is y'all new savior for the hate channels. I'm gonna say this to the hate channels. Maybe y'all need to do a little bit of homework because you guys are praising Roxy. Roxy is talking about Amber Lynn putting a timer on her girlfriend. Roxy is the same person that came to the LCU and admitted that she used to be a stripper and she drugged men and robbed them. I'm gonna say this again for the people in the back row. She literally came on Denmark's show and said she was a stripper who drugged men and then robbed them while they were on I'm just saying this, Miss Cardi B. You got a lot to say about somebody putting a timer on their girlfriend when you was out here drugging men and you were robbing them at the same time. And I want to say this again. You could have killed a lot of men doing that shit. Here go. Thank you for the $5. Any Roxy, where you at? Where you at now, Roxy? You got permission to come up here and address that situation. You got see. This is the thing. This is the thing I want to say. Sweet Tea, the hypocrisy, and this is what I pointed out in Girl World with these hate channels.
It's interesting because that's literally what I've been saying on this channel with all my videos about the reactors and the way they react to Amber Lynn and the things we've discovered about these reactors, like the cover-ups with Dakota, their unseemly behaviors, the things they're saying, this, that, and the other, and they're building a narrative against Amber, which is literally like so biased and one-sided. And now everybody thinks it's 100% fact. And we've talked about that on this channel. And this is why I found this whole bit really interesting. Like, I'd never heard of your mama before. Apart from, I think Amber briefly mentioned him at one point. But yeah, it's very interesting, his views. I don't know about him or his controversies. I know nothing about him, but I just found this very interesting. I don't know if he's a good person or not. but it was nice to see someone else have a different take on Girl World.
They were living in glass houses while throwing stones. This is the crazy part about it. You know what I mean? These people out here are far worse than fucking Amberlynn Reed, but got the nerve to address her, putting a timer on her girlfriend. I want you to address that, Roxy. I want you to tell me, why was it okay for you to drug men and then rob them? Huh? And I don't even, and to be honest with you, I don't even know what you did after you robbed them. That shit is so fucked up. You was roofing guys with Miss Bill Cosby.
I wonder if she went into medical care.
Yeah, that's a crime. That's a criminal offense. You committed a crime, ma'am.
You could have killed someone.
Bullshit. Yeah, you could have killed someone. Those guys that you drugged, they can literally file a police report on your stupid ass right now. You admitted to a crime, you fucking idiot. And you want to sit there and get on your high horse and then want to point fingers at Amberlynn putting a timer on her girlfriend? Huh? Get the fuck out of here. Go ahead.
Dude, I'm not going to ever fucking listen to a word she says after this one.
Yeah, she's a criminal.
Disturbing. Like, I have never heard of anybody doing something like that.
Oh, and the fact, and you know what's really crazy? When she admitted that to Denmark, she was acting like she was gangster. She wasn't even apologetic for what she did when she was a stripper. She wasn't even like, you know what, I made mistakes when I was young and I was drugging men and robbing them and shit like that. She was like, yeah, you know, I'm real gangster. You know how gangster I am, Denmark? I used to drug guys and then I used to rob them. Yeah. How old are you, you old decrepit motherfucker? You're not even sorry for what you did to those guys? That's a fucking crime, you moron. Go ahead.
If Amberlynn Reed or Foodie Beauty or any of those did something like that and said something about that fucking police would be on the case. Like, they would probably go to jail. Because you're not as famous, nobody's gonna fucking look into it.
Thank you very much. If someone can find the clip, that's GG's. Yes, I got the clip. I got it. Matter of fact,
really,
the funny part is a lot of people glanced over it, but I played it on my stream when she was on Cash and she admitted to drugging. It's on one of my streams that I did, and I was confronting Roxy like, "Yo, Roxy, why are you over here promoting that shit?" But I'll go back in Cash and I'll get that for you guys. It's on Cash. Yeah, it's on Cash. She was with Denmark and she said that she was, and everybody was calling her Cardi B in the Discord because she, you know. But anyway, I just got to say that this shit's fucking wild. So I just want to say to those hate channels that are fucking pumping up, yeah, and I'm talking to you, Snowflake, pumping up Roxy as she's some sort of god. Well, you might want to find out who you promoting real quick, you fucking moron. Before you're so quick to shit on Amberlynn Reed, but then when you get it from the person like that, just know what you're talking about, you fucking idiot. But go ahead, let her keep going.
I don't even know. You had so many girlfriends. I don't even know which one.
One, I've never pushed a girlfriend. Two, I've never said a
Kaylin 1960
even if
super
you
chat
did, who
$20.
cares?
So glad you calling Roxy's AZZ out.
Thank you very much, Kylan. I'm just, you know what? I'm just waiting for Roxy to get in waiting. I'm waiting for Roxy to pop up on this stream. Huh? You were so quick to pop up on Amberlynn. Why don't you pop up on here? Why don't you pop all of that? She used to time her girlfriend and blah, 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 and Amberlynn this and Amberlynn that.
Oh, she pushed her girlfriend.
Oh my God, I know so much about you, Amber. Why don't you?
I just want to clarify that I do not agree with anybody pushing anybody, no matter the relationship or anything like that. I think it's a bit weird that they're downplaying that, but also, you know, they are correct that this person who's trying to get up on Amber obviously has quite a checkered past, as all of these people do, including this guy. Like I said, I don't know what his past is. If anybody does, please leave a comment and let me know a bit more information about him. I couldn't really find that much about him, so that kind of made me feel okay, I guess, for now. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. So
pop up on here and explain to the world how you used to drug men. Well, you used to put something in their drinks and then had them unconscious and then take them somewhere and rob their ass. Why don't you tell the world that, huh? Why don't you explain why you did that? What did those men do to you? But they had money, so you thought you could take it on yourself to put something in their drinks? That's a crime.
You know what she'll say? Oh, they were being abusive, so I had to knock them out, and I just took their money because they were assholes. I bet that's what she'll say.
No. What? because she was a dancer, and then these guys had money, and so she would bring them a drink, and then she would knock them out unconscious, and then take them somewhere, and then take all their fucking money. What kind of fucked up shit is that?
That's like the like farthest abuse I've ever heard come from here.
That's
Like honestly, my God.
Crazy. And she was acting like she was gangster for doing it. It's fucking crazy.
That's
but go ahead.
Timer, and I've never even admitted to that. So already you're throwing lies out.
Wait, you never said you set a timer on your watch for Becky to be back at a certain time when she would leave?
No, I have never set a timer.
Amber, you said it on your live stream. I pray to God somebody has
didn't.
archives of you.
Roxy, aren't you known as the liar?
You said I am known as somebody in the LCU.
Aren't you known as the liar?
I am known in the LCU of somebody who plays a part of me. Yes, sometimes I lie. Sometimes
you play a part of you.
What the fuck does that even mean? Oh, she might say that she was lying about the fucking drugging men thing because it was her part. She could pull that one. Someone in the chat, I know I'm getting one guide or whatever, said, "Sweetie, what all have you done?" I've never drugged a man and robbed him. I can promise you that.
I mean, yeah, they all seem like really delightful people. But are they as bad as Gorlworld? Are they on the same page? Is there going to be like a feud between the two now? That'd be interesting. Like, who's the better, morally better? And at the moment, I don't think Gorlworld's very moral, and I don't know enough about these people. I know they do have a lot of controversies surrounding them, but as we've discovered on my channel, so do the Gorlworld ones. So I don't think anyone's got a moral high ground here when it comes to Amber.
Raising hella Amber?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I think that's the reason why Amber Lynn even came up there. I want to watch this.
Okay.
Yeah, Shawty. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Why are you saying uh-oh? Why do you think I'm always going to start a problem?
No, I know you're not. No, I know you're not to talk right now.
Well, I'm here first off because she said that I said something that I didn't say. She said that I said I Googled her and now I know everything. Go back, play every clip. Never once said that. I said I looked up shit about you and I said it was unsavory. And what did I say to you was the last thing I said to you in the Discord.
Now I'm going to stop you right there, Zayzudit. Aren't you the same person that tried to get in the Zeta shit between me and Zeta? And then when I asked you to provide a fucking receipt, one fucking receipt about me doing anything to Zeta for her to being able to dox my family and all that shit like that. And I told you, because you said you had $1 million. And then I asked you to provide one receipt. And your excuse was, well, I'm not going to provide a receipt because everything that happened with you and Zeta Ray happened outside the LCU, and Keemstar told us not to talk about the things that happened outside the LCU. Well, ma'am, you're a fucking hypocrite then, because why are you bringing up shit outside the LCU then when it comes to Amber Lynn Reed? But when I asked you to go get your ass a motherfucking receipt, you talk about, oh, well, Keemstar told us not to go outside the universe. Well, why are you doing it right now with Amber Lynn Reed then, you fucking hypocrite? Huh? And
yeah, so the impression I got was they weren't supposed to talk about their pasts at all. Especially when she's not even working for Keemstar yet. I don't really know how this is going to end for Amber, to be honest. There are a lot of skeletons in her closet, as they are with all these people. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say, to be honest. It's just, I just can't believe this is happening.
what you got to do is with these crazy, especially now you're dealing with the Amber Lynn audience.
That's what everyone is telling me. Like, I need to fucking like be extra safe and fucking walk down every fucking thing. Like,
people think this is a joke, and I'm telling these people, I got a lawyer on retainer. And that's what I did, because when these people came and went in to sue me and because of some words, and that's why she keeps on bringing up this whole your mama put on some court documents on his YouTube channel. First of all, that's a complete lie. I was watching another YouTuber, and another YouTuber put up court documents. I was just reacting to that YouTuber. Okay. And that other YouTuber got sued. And then the person, because what happened was, Sweet Tea, these documents.
How'd they get sued?
Because these court documents were sealed, right? They were sealed court documents. But somebody in the family went somewhere and basically released the documents. And the reaction channel, another reaction channel, put the documents on nobody knew it was sealed or whatever. Put the documents on their YouTube channel. Yeah, put it on their YouTube channel. And on my channel, I reacted to that YouTuber putting those documents on their channel. That person that put the documents on the channel got sued. And then they were trying to come after me, but I got my lawyered up, and my lawyer said, you didn't do nothing wrong. All you did was react. You didn't even put no documents on your channel. All you did was react, and you didn't even know. So that's why. So you got to understand this real quick. When they can't take you out by doxing you, when they can't take your channel out by shit talking you or reporting you or whatever, they'll try to sue you. So that's why I put my shit on retainer, and everything he looked over everything that I did, everything, blah, blah, blah. He said, no, you good. You good. Matter of fact, you good. And if anything happened, blah, blah, blah. Got a retainer, bro. You got to understand it. It's real. It's real out here in the field. It's real, sweetie.
That's what people are telling me. Like, now that I'm going to be working with.
Like, that to me speaks volumes to how severe Girl World can be. And it is slightly alarming that it's got this way. I think there's definitely a lot of toxic people and toxic reactors, and we've talked about a lot of them on this channel. But the fact that these people are also now thinking they have to lawyer up, etc., because these reaction channels are going to come after them next, their reputation is preceding them, and more so than I thought it would. I didn't think that we were going to have such a strong reaction to the reaction channels as we're getting already. But I wonder how far they're going to go into this with Amber now. Like, obviously they're going to react to her arguments and stuff, but are they going to start doxing people in the LCU? Are they going to start like trying to fish out information and get hold of their family members and stuff? Because I'm not sure they've actually learnt from the Rachel situation at all. Geordie recently got photos of Amber at a bingo, with her mum for her birthday, and it just makes you think, like, the whole touching poo thing has been a big thing for the last month, and you still don't care. It's just really, really bizarre. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Amberlynn Reed is going to be a whole different ball game. Mm-hmm. There's going to be like crazy doxers coming after me, and it is like scary.
Yeah.
I was wanting to say, I forgot what I was going to say. If the family gave the sealed documents and wanted them out, one of the persons that got hurt in this situation. They was upset that this person was being praised, so they released the document, right? And then a YouTuber picked up the document and played the document, didn't know it was whatever, played the document on their YouTube channel, and then I reacted to it being played, and that was it. That's all I did was react to it being played. So I didn't go finding anything. I didn't go bringing anything on my channel. I was just reacting to another reactor. So again, like I said, these people are fucking insane, and they will literally, and they'll bait you too. This is another thing, sweetie. This is why I never wanted to go back and forth with that person, because they'll say something crazy about you. They'll say you're poor, you don't have money, you're da-da-da. And then if you say the same thing back to them, like if you say you're poor, you don't got money, you're fucking homeless and da-da-da, they'll sue you for defamation. God damn.
Yeah, they'll literally bait you into saying something so they can sue you for. That's why I came to the LCU, sweetie, because I came to the LCU because there's a lot of protection here. Okay, first of all, we don't do any doxing. Second of all, Keemstar got the best lawyers in the world.
Again, that's very interesting. They don't dox there apparently, and also Keemstar can offer a certain amount of protection. So I'm wondering, like, if anyone is going to come after Amberlynn, and if somebody does, whether they're going to see a lawyer very, very soon. That would be interesting to see. Like, if they're protecting all of their lolcows legally, then they're obviously going to protect Amberlynn, because at the moment she is, like, the biggest cow they have, if we're going to talk about it in that kind of sense. Yeah, they're going to want to protect her. So it'll be very interesting to see whether the Girl World reaction channels are going to push the buttons, or whether there's just going to be all-out war between the lolcows and the Girl World reactors. A lot can happen and a lot can change, and I'm interested to see but I also don't want to watch all the screaming because it's just negative energy. I don't really like it. I watched the Apathetic Facts video about Amber screaming with oh, I can't remember her name now, but Roxy, that's it, Roxy. And honestly, 10 minutes of that, and I was just drained. So I cannot watch hours and hours and hours of this. But yeah, this really interested me from like a perspective of how they feel about Girl World. I hope you're finding it interesting too.
So again, I'm a give you the heads up, and I'm gonna give you some of the hate channels that you are going to be running into with Amberlynn Reid. Now here is one, the Breezin. She is one, again, this is the whole reason why Roxy did that whole Amberlynn thing, you know what I mean, is to promote her own channel basically. And now look at Roxy's channel. Amberlynn Reid. Here is them praising Roxy.
It's for Amberlynn Reid, since she's lying about everything. So please subscribe to her. It's Roxy Unfiltered 716.
See? So now the hate channels are going around and advertising Roxy and telling people to go sub to Roxy's channel because she took on Amberlynn Reid on Rebel. And I want to say this again.
She knew what she was doing.
Exactly. And I want to say again to you hate channels, you got so much to say about Amberlynn Reid, but again, I want you to address why Roxy out here drugging men and shit like that and leaving them butt naked on the curb and stealing their wallets. But go ahead though. Y'all live with that.
Yeah, it is pretty alarming that before they open their mouths, they don't research some of these people. Like I said, I've been trying to look into some of them. They are some very unpleasant people in here. I couldn't find anything on your mama, but I did have a look before I did this video because I don't want to advocate for people who could potentially be problematic. And as I'm not, an OG of Girl World, people might know more about him, and that's why I'm asking all of you if you know anything about him. But I did find it interesting how much he had to say on the reaction channels, and I did watch a couple of his videos where he's talking about the reaction channels coming for Amber and going way too far. And I believe it's very important to be aware of that. Like, so before I start following someone on YouTube, for example, I do a little bit of research. Like I'll go on Reddit or I'll like look up like controversies and things and weigh up my options from then. So I don't fall into the trap of following somebody who is morally wrong and potentially unstable, like we've seen with the reaction channels recently with Amber. So yeah, I finding this very fascinating, like someone else's opinion on something similar that we talk about on here. But yeah, let's keep going.
And here's another person you're gonna have to deal with, and her name is Karina Kaboom. I call her Karina Bullshit. She's another person that's just gonna attack. This was her the other day when she found out that Amberlynn Reid is going to be on Lolcow Live.
Whenever she threatened her audience and said, oh, well, you took a picture of me. My audience wants to call the police. This is illegal, which it's not illegal to take a picture of somebody out in public. The idea is she lied to her audience when she told them, yeah, I don't care if you come up to me. I don't care if you take pictures of me. You see that she genuinely is bothered by this, but she was lying.
And I'm going to say this again, Karina Kadumbass, because that's what I call Karina Kadumbass. She's another hate channel. I want to say this again. When Amberlynn Reid said that she is uncomfortable with people taking photos of her, she was meaning the time that man took a photo of her at the laundry room and got behind her and took a photo of her ass. You remember that, Karina Kaboom? She doesn't mind if you come up to her and say, hey, Amberlynn Reid, I'm a fan, or hey, Amberlynn Reid, can I take a photo with you? She doesn't mind that. But when you're sneakily,
that's obvious.
Yeah, when you're sneakily at a laundromat and she's there and she's doing her laundry and you're a man and you creep up behind her without her knowledge and take a photo of her ass and then put it up on the internet, you don't find that creepy, Karina Kaboom? You don't find that as a violation? I think that's a violation.
No.
Right?
I mean, that is wild. That is wild that Karina said that. And, he is right in this example. That is really creepy and weird. And, Like, if that happened to any of them, there'd be an uproar. Like, 8 Discord messages came out with things they said, and they all said they felt violated and their privacy had been violated, and they were victims of like people stalking them and stuff after one incident with 8 messages. But then they're happy to get photos like that of Amber and meddle in her life and dox her and spread hate about her. It's just wild, the contradiction. It's just insane.
Because she said that she likes it when people take pictures of her in public.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on how you take. It depends on how you take pictures of me in public. If you take pictures of me in public where I know you're taking a picture of me, or even if you want to take a side shot, or your mama there, blah blah blah, that's fine. But don't creep up behind me, bro, and then take a picture of my ass and then post it up on the internet. That's the kind of shit that's very creepy. But go ahead.
Is extremely creepy, and I think every woman should stand behind her with that one. I don't see how any woman could not stand behind her with that one.
Not these crazies. These people are lunatics. Everything they talk about, there is psychopaths. That's why they brainwash people like stupid ass Booster Gold. They brainwash you, bro. They brainwash you to believe that somebody is so evil. This is the same guy that said he wanted a Chris Benoit fucking Stakes family. Basically, Chris Benoit who killed his wife and killed his kid while they were sleeping. This guy said those kind of words, but he's gonna fall on the I can't do the Amber Lynn Reid thing. Get the fuck out of here, Booster Gold. Nobody gives a fuck about you.
He also said publicly that he wanted to watch my house burn down with me inside of it, and that my kids got took away from me. Yeah. Like, he says the most sick shit. I don't know. I can't remember what he said to Rastov, but he's known for saying, like, really crazy, like, threatening shit. So he has absolutely no room to talk.
Yeah. And somebody said something about Walmart does take every angle of photos of you. Yeah, that's true. But what I'm saying is, if you're
that's different.
But I'm saying if you're a man, right, and you see a woman,
speak up to a woman and take like a painting shot of her,
and you take a shot of her ass, bro. Like, what do you? Even the guy that took that photo, and let me tell you, he got me. The guy that took that photo, I didn't know he was watching my video. I said something crazy about him, sweetie. The guy that took that photo of her ass was watching my video because I was talking about him, and I said something crazy about him, and he got my channel. He got my video taken down, but his girlfriend didn't know that he took a photo of her ass. She ended up breaking up with him after that. So I mean,
that is wild that this person had the audacity to make him take his video down about him, but can take a random picture of a girl's ass and put it on the internet. What kind of world are we living in, guys?
Ooh, something good came out of that.
Yeah. What a fucking creep! Yeah. Like, every woman should know that is not okay. Like, I seen this video, this cop video, where this guy was taking pictures of women's skirts, like their asses, and like trying to get under their skirts. Like, trying to, but like he would get mostly just like the back, and he still got put in jail for it. Like, that's not right.
Tweety Bird, Speedy Bird said, Karina Kaboom cash cow to live last night. Yes, awesome.
No.
And you know what? And let me tell you something, sweetie. I'm sorry. I don't want Amber Lynn to be on. I don't want Amber Lynn Reid to be on bus. I honestly, when I brought Amber Lynn in here, I wanted her to be on Lolcow Live. I wanted her to be on Lolcow Live with Keemstar. And what I always wanted, I always dreamed of, was Keemstar bring up all those fucking hate channels like Karina Kaboom and all those ones that hated her for years, and confront her on fucking with Keemstar right there, with Amber Lynn right there, like Roxy did. And I wanted to show the world how crazy these lunatics truly are, bro. It would have been epic.
We could probably do that sometime in the future, like have an episode on live devoted to like talking to the haters. But I don't think live would be a good spot for her with all the mental stress and stuff it was for me. I think this is going to be good. But this is also a lot because this is prime time. Yeah. When you said the other day that you were hoping that she would get put on Pit or somewhere where she could work her way up and like get to know it and could do a littler channel first that isn't so much pressure and then move on up, I thought that would have been a better idea. Yeah. But I think me and Scooter will take good care of her. We'll make sure her that.
Well, I thought she should have did a couple. What I thought that she could have came on and she could have did a couple of shows first, like not just making appearances first, not be on Pit and start on Pit. I thought she could have made a couple of appearances, had a couple of confrontations like she did with Roxy, and have a confrontation with this person and get comfortable with the confrontations before it just all floods in on you. Just get kind of comfortable, because when she was with Roxy, she was comfortable. When she confronted Zay Zooted, she was comfortable. Now she's gonna get in that where now if Karina Kaboom come on panel, she can get it. She can have a back and forth going. If Zachary Michaels or whomever, she can get comfortable in a fight. You know what I'm saying? But she gotta kind of like she gotta throw a couple jabs first before she get them KOs. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. I actually would be interested to see that, her going head to head on live with some of these reaction channels that she's been traumatized by for the last decade or so. I'd love to see Rachel go up, actually. Rachel and Amber have it out on there. That would be amazing to see. I would genuinely watch that. I'd like to see how Rachel would handle it. But what I've seen of Amber so far in these arguments she's had so far, I don't think you have to worry about breaking her in gently. She's very used to fighting back against her controversies. She's always got something to say. I think she's been doing that pretty much for over a decade. I think she's going to be all right with that, like being thrown straight in. But what do you guys think?
That's what I kind of thought I wanted her to kind of do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm happy that she's hired, though, and it's going to have an income, because she hasn't been having an income for a while.
Yeah. And that's why I thought live would have been perfect, because her, Keemstar, you could have probably fired Boogie. Boogie is just like useless. You could kind of, now you got a super duper Lolcow, like an actual Lolcow with a bunch of fucking reaction channels that react to her, and you could bring and you got a platform where you can bring those channels up instead of them sniping fucking Lolcow live. Be like, yo, come on up and address what you got to say about Amberlynn in front of the world, and show. And I just want the world to see how crazy these people are.
He did that with Foodie Beauty. He brought up French Fry Girl and that other one, and hell, that would have been great if they would have done
awesome. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. That's how I wanted to move. Like, I wanted to move like that. You know what I'm saying? That would have been fun to watch. You know. And here is her number one nemesis. His name is Oh Lordy Jordy. And let me tell you, this one right here.
When he talked about, I used to watch this guy like 3 years ago when he was talking about that anorexic girl. What's her name?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He still does. I forgot.
He's obsessed with that one.
Oh, but he's Let me tell you something. I'm just gonna give you a heads up on who Old Lordy Jordy is. This is the same guy.
I used to watch him.
Yeah, this is the same guy that lied and said Amberlynn Reed's mother. He looked up Amberlynn Reed's mother police report from 1970 all the way up to 2005. What? Yes, he did, and he read out every crime that Amberlynn mother's made in her past. Amberlynn mother is not even part of her channel or anything like that. Amberlynn Reed's mom just waved to the camera one time, and he decided to look up her whole criminal history. And then he came up across one that was a complete lie and said that Amberlynn Reed's mother killed a police dog, a canine. And the whole world ran with it. Then found out he was absolutely lying. He didn't apologize to Amberlynn Reed for that. No, he didn't. He just moved on with his channel. I'm just trying to tell you how gross these people are. They will look at this. Amberlynn's mom made mistakes in the past. Fine, she has some crimes, but
she's not even on the internet.
Exactly. But the fact that he looked her up and then he lied about her killing a fucking police dog, crazy. But that's not the worst thing he did, though, sweetie. The worst thing that this clown did is Amberlynn Reed was dating Emily, which was the feeder, and Amberlynn Reed's ex-girlfriend used to have a girlfriend that was 1,000 pounds and died in the hospital.
Woman, she was clearly being manipulated and used by this woman for her own sexual gratification.
Yeah. This man, Lordy Jordy, decided he wanted to get involved in this situation, and he contacted the woman that died, the 1,000-pound woman that died in the hospital. He decided to contact her brother.
Ew.
And, called the brother after he mourned his sister's death, and decided he wanted to investigate and basically tell and try to manipulate him into saying that Amberlynn's ex-girlfriend killed her in the hospital. This is how gross this guy is. I'm just trying to let y'all know this is how crazy these people are.
Yeah.
I mean, all of that is wild. Like, I'd not heard about the police dog thing. Maybe you guys can tell me a bit more about that situation. But that is nuts. And yeah, the fact Geordie is very happy delving into her personal life is alarming. And looking up her mum's police records and getting the brother in, the brother of the deceased girlfriend of Emily, like, and making him like trying to control what he's saying, like that is really not okay. But as we've discussed as well, is that like I personally think that Geordie thinks he's keeping his hands clean because his mods do all of the work for him, right? And we kind of discussed that. I don't know whether you guys agree with that or not, but I definitely think like he doesn't feel much guilt about stuff because it's the mods who gather the information in that Discords and like wherever else they get the information from. Yeah, so I'm glad someone else clocked it.
They will contact dead people's relatives just so they can get some dirt on Amberlynn Reed. These people are lunatics.
He goes for like 12 hours at a time too, or longer.
Yeah. He's a weird one. He's a weird one.
Yeah, he devotes his life to.
But you also can't come here and lie about shit that happened and try to change history because people are gonna clock you on that shit immediately.
And he doesn't put on a shirt. He can at least put a shirt on.
I'm not here to change history. Like I have only ever been honest on my channel, and I'm gonna continue that here.
I have only ever been honest on my channel. You're already lying. I lie all the time, but the only reason that I do lie is to protect me or my loved ones. Lying is okay. I've always been honest. Oh my god.
Amberlynn shouldn't have said that. That was a definitive statement.
Yeah.
Like you can't say I've never lied because of course everyone has lied once or twice in their life.
True.
But oh god.
And then another one you're gonna watch out is the snowflaker. This guy is super.
It's going around this much.
This guy right here is.
This is viral.
Oh, this guy,
dude.
This guy right here.
Yo, mama.
They call him Snowflake.
This is viral. This is viral as fuck.
What?
My god.
Oh, bro, did you know what you stepped into?
No, I didn't realize it was gonna be this. Honestly, like this fast.
Oh. Yes.
Holy fuck! I'm gonna have to watch my P's and Q's. I better not be talking about the Dickless Man again.
You better talk about him.
Girl.
Talk about
that's what got her in trouble.
We're back, everybody. We're back. So she is just saying things at this Roxy person that applies to. Aren't you the liar? Gaslighting, smelly. She hasn't said that yet, but it is just attack.
The fact that he attacks Amber for being smelly. He never smelt her before, but he wants to.
I'm so glad Snowflake's getting called out for his creepy behavior. Like, this is his first Amber video in a while, I think, because she's obviously not really been around. And the first thing he brings up in it is her smell. Like, and he's right. Like, he's never smelt her before. Like, how does he know what she smells like? Just because someone else says she's smelly. Like, yeah, he is a creep. I'm gonna say that Snowflake is a complete weirdo, and yeah, he makes me unsettled, and I agree with this guy.
But yeah, clearly he's fantasizing about how she smells.
Another crazy, and I would love for the day that this is why I wanted Amber on live. I would have loved for the day that Keemstar would have had Amber on live and invited this crazy snowflake obsessed man over there so he can express his real feelings towards Amberlynn, because he worries about how she smells, how she wipes her ass. I mean, why as a man do you care if she can wipe her ass or not, and how she's wiping her ass or whatever she is doing?
And also, it's like she is at the weight where she's like technically disabled. Like, you wouldn't care if any other obese woman was happening to get her ass wiped, but since it's Amberlynn, oh god, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's so true. I remember in my Snowflake video, like when he did the list and he was saying he wanted videos of her wiping her ass. Like, Yeah, that's not okay. It's not okay to ask for things like that. It's really, really creepy. And I am so glad these people have already clocked him in here. Hopefully he sees this and realizes what a weirdo he is. Because at this point, like, it's just gross and it's unnecessary. And they're absolutely right as well that the size she probably is technically a disabled person. So she's, she's going to struggle with certain things. But because it's her, it's a huge issue. But you don't know if Snowflake goes around parking lots at malls and is like pointing out fat people like and laughing at them because they're using scooters and asking them how they wipe their ass. I mean, I hope he's not, but would he do that in real life or is it just because it's Amber? That's very interesting.
Like, it's horrible to make fun of somebody that can't do something.
Right. And this is the animation that none of those hate channels want you to watch. This is the animation to describe exactly who these people truly are. Watch this.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today, we're doing something important.
Oh my God.
Don't bully. We educate. Someone's got to raise the standard, okay? Look at this. Textbook deflection. A classic. But don't worry, I got this. Someone's got to step in. Education requires access. Lucky for you, I have private lines to, well, them. Transparency, people. They want to talk to me. Yeah, I flirt, so what? You all act like this is news. Oh, honey, no. I'd never betray you. I just wanted your story of bravery. Unless it's educational. Look at that. Impact, reach, influence. Excuse me? I'm literally the only honest creator left online. You all just hate that someone's willing to get their hands dirty. You need me. Without me, no tea, no milk, no drama with your scrolling thumb. I'm giving you quality content, people. Quality. You think I'm wrong? No, you're just overreacting. I bring the milk. I bring the content. Y'all are just jealous that I'm making bank. No, listen. I did this for you. You owe me. You owe, like, some credit. You owe me, like, some credit. Like, some credit.
The hate channels, they turn into the cows.
That's such a cool animation, and we actually saw this happen in real time, didn't we, with Rachel? And Geordie's a little bit like that. He can be a bit snappy if people aren't happy with how he got content and stuff. Yeah, it's a very interesting animation. I really like that.
Do, don't they?
Exactly.
Lebrowski did that a long time ago.
Exactly. They turn into the people that they watch for so long. They make a lot of money, they get a lot of views, and then they start wanting more and more access. Yeah, they want more and more access, and then they do. This is exactly who they are. This is what they turned into. And they try to get more. They try to get more and more information. They try to befriend Amberlynn, and then they turn around and then they use the information that they got in private DMs to expose her. Bro,
It's just like Foodie Beauty with everybody trying to contact her husband and using that against her.
Or she's not married, or yeah. But when you react to these people long enough, you turn into them, and even worse. These people are fucking crazy. They're insane. But shout outs to that video, man. Studio
that was cool.
comment. If you guys want to check that out, put that out there. It's a good video. It just describes who these hate channels truly are. So that's what you're going to have to do with them. Yeah.
I mean, there are some tea channels that are still good, but I mean, those ones that do it constantly, like have that 12 hours of fucking like that.
Yeah.
Last guy, like, my God, like it has to be an obsession at that point, because you're making money off of it.
And you're doing
you
it
also
every
got
day.
that motivating you. Yeah, you're doing it every day. Your life is totally revolved around one or two people. Like, my God, like it's bullying, it's fucking harassment, it's all sorts of different shit. Like, that's scary.
Yeah. And listen, ain't nothing wrong calling out Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty on their dumb shit, on their bullshit, on the bad things that they do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can do that all day long. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way somebody fucks up every single day, every hour, every minute. You take something
Every sentence.
Yeah, as something so small, and then you blow it all the way up. Like, these people don't take a breath. Why? Because they're making a fucking ton of money doing this shit, bro. And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that Amberlynn is here. I'm glad that she gets a fresh start. I'm glad that, you'll be on there. And I mean, and I don't want you. And listen,
I'm scared now.
This is the part I don't want, right? I don't want you to have a show and then you just kind of be like, okay, I'm a cater to her. Right? You don't want to cater to Amberlynn. You want to just make her a normal person. Let her get comfortable. Let her speak. Let her tell her truth. Let her be her. You know what I'm saying? Let's not walk on eggshells. Let's go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let's not worry about what other people are going to think about what she says from the outside, because they're going to use that. Just be yourself and everything will be fine, man. It'll be great.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying? You guys will put a good show on.
This weighs in the back of my head, because she got took off YouTube or had to leave YouTube for like a month or two, because when I said when I was talking about the dickless man, she's like, oh, that sounds like her like transgendered partner. And and people fucking like burned her at the stake for that. And honestly, it's a funny joke, especially when that woman fucking killed another woman by overfeeding her.
Yeah.
Like,
well, okay. Hold on.
People.
Hold on. Emma, first of all, Emma, I think you're getting her girlfriends mixed up. Okay, Emily was not a transgender girlfriend. Emily was her was a girl who was a feeder, and she didn't kill her girlfriend. Her girlfriend was already in the hospital when she met her. I mean, is she a person that was a chubby chaser, and was she on feeder websites trying to look for overweight women to make them eat till they pop? Yes. And I criticize Amberlynn for dating that person. I said, dude, Amberlynn, you crazy for dating somebody that's, obviously into just feeding overweight women until they pop. That's just weird. But she killing somebody, she didn't do none of that. But yeah.
What I'm going to say about this again is just so interesting that these people are received as the low of the low, and they've done some messed up shit, and now they're on the Lolcow thing. Yeah, they're like, we don't dox people, we don't do stuff like that. It just makes you wonder, like, who actually are the Lolcows in this situation, because the Girl World reactors are very much on this level, if not lower, for some of the things they've done to Amber. I don't know what you guys think of that, but I just found this so interesting to hear from another perspective of how Girl World looks from the outside as well. And yeah, I just think it's really wild that there's so much to say about these people, and how unhinged they are, but they actually seem to have a higher moral compass when it comes to Girl World. It's very odd. It's very surreal to watch. But yeah, let me know what you think. So that's what I've got for you today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and just seen like reaction channels from another perspective. I think that's really important. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I would absolutely love to have you here, and I cannot wait to hear your views on this one and whether you know anything about these two people. Like I say, with Sweet Tea, I didn't really find much information. With your mama, I didn't really find anything. Um, but yeah, if you know them better than I do, please do let me know in the comments. I'm very intrigued. And yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys think of their version of Girl World. Does it resonate with any of you? Is there things in there that you maybe haven't thought about, which you're like, actually, that is a bit weird now? I'd love to hear that side as well. Or are there people who disagree completely? I would really love to hear your views as well on how you feel about what they're saying. So please do remember to comment and like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.